What's up, rock stars? Welcome to Joy Hauling with Team Jacobus. I'm Jim,
And I'm Christy.
and this show is all about living, traveling, working, and playing full time in our Grand Design Momentum 399 toy hauler. And babe, today we are in Henderson, Nebraska. We are on stop 4 of 140 days on the road, 41 stops. Babe, we got a lot of ground to cover.
We do, and we've already gone so far, but it's a beautiful day here in Henderson. I think the temperature this morning when we woke up is was 52 degrees.
52 degrees, yes. Nice and crisp outside, but it's warming up, turning into a beautiful day out there. And today we're heading to Ogallala, Nebraska, is our next stop. From here, we are going to a ton of places on this trip, and our plan is to take you with us. We're going to first going to Yellowstone, one of my favorite places. From there, we're going to be heading out to a fantasy RV sales opportunity at an Escapades rally, out to the Grand Design Washington rally, Oregon. We're going to be taking in Glacier. We're going to Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, where I'm going to play in a pickleball tournament.
Can't believe you almost forgot that.
Yep. And from there to the Black Hills and all the way across the country to Canton, Ohio, where we're going to
Watch the induction of one of our favorite Texan players, Andre Johnson, is being inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame. And the person who's going to announce him is one of my favorite coaches of all time, Gary Kubiak.
Of course.
So.
Absolutely. Yeah, we are Texan fans. And so this is kind of a bucket list thing that this lifestyle allows us to say, hey, that's coming up. Let's go. And so we're going to go. And by the way, the tickets are fairly easy to get. From there to the Grand Design National Rally. And then we're going to be tail gunners on a fantasy RV tour, the Music, Bourbon, and Moonshine Tour through Kentucky and Tennessee. And then back to our own Grand Design Rally in Kerrville, Texas. And then back home to Aransas Pass, Texas as well. So we're going to be covering a lot of ground, and in today's episode, we're going to answer the three questions that we know everybody has whenever they tune into a podcast or tune into a YouTube channel or any kind of social medias. Who are these guys? Why are they here? And why should I care about listening? So I'm going to start off by introducing my wife because she wouldn't tell you about herself very well. This is my wife, Christy. She is the most adventurous human being you've ever met in your life, but let's go back a little bit further than that. South Texas girl. Got an education at the University of Texas, Hook 'em Horns. That's why you see them burn orange a lot. 2 master's degrees, one in education and one in nursing. She was a nurse of 35 years, retired from Memorial Hermann Hospital System, where she was a nurse for her entire 35-year career, which I think is rare these days, but very impressive. But she is also, and it gets confusing sometimes, a counselor. Works on 2 online platforms, as well as working with Barnhill Associates in Sugar Land, Texas, as a remote virtual counselor, primarily dealing in marriage work, but works with other clients as well. And let's see, what would I want to tell you about her? She was married over 37 years ago on Valentine's Day in a hot air balloon to
To you.
Hey! We've been married 37 years. We have 1 son, Jason, daughter-in-law, Caitlin, and 3 beautiful grandkids, Lachlan, Beckham, and Decker, who we just saw last week on our way out of Texas. We stopped by and visited with them for a little bit. But that's this girl, and what you're going to find from her is tons and tons of energy and enthusiasm and a willingness to try pretty much anything while we're on the road.
And now it's my opportunity to introduce you to my fabulous husband, Jim. He's the one who makes our lifestyle possible, because a lot of what's involved in a lifestyle like this is mechanical, or a lot of it involves driving this big rig over great distances. I've tried it a couple of times. I think I scared you quite badly. I'm a good driver. I'm just, it takes a lot of skills to drive a setup like this, and I need just a little bit more practice before I hit the open roads. But back to my introduction of Jim. He spent a career as a professional speaker, a sales trainer, a consultant, and a business coach to a variety of companies, but they're amongst who's who of top 100 companies across the United States, including things like Starbucks, Southwest Airlines, Enron, not Enron, Halliburton, and other companies that you've probably heard of. He was not only a consultant to them, but a trusted advisor. So Jim's brought that experience onto our podcast, and he just has an energy and a belief and a willingness to share and always learn. I asked him yesterday what's his superpower was, and your answer was
I love to learn.
love to learn.
I'm always learning.
Yeah.
I hope.
Yes.
Hope I can always keep learning.
He's a wonderful husband, a committed father. He is the favorite, Papa Jim. So he's just an awesome person, and I'm so blessed to share this travel and this adventure with him because he's the one, like I said, we work as a team. We call ourselves Team Jacobus,
Yep.
but he's the real work behind the scenes.
Yeah.
He's the one that makes it happen.
Well, thank you. That's
Yeah.
very sweet of you.
Thanks.
We tell people all the time, she's a professional listener and I'm the professional speaker.
Exactly.
So,
And one thing that I was going to add, he's also the essential romantic. He proposed to me at the Texas OU football game at the Red River Rivalry. That's hard to say. 38 years ago by hiring a plane to fly around the Cotton Bowl that said, "Christy, I love you. Please marry me, Jim."
Mm-hmm.
The really funny thing to that story is when the plane flew over for the very first time, I was in line for the bathroom.
Yeah.
But it's been adventurous even from the start. So,
And we hope to have that adventure continue on. So that's a little bit about who we are. As you continue to watch the YouTube channel or listen to the podcast or wherever you find us on social media, you're going to learn a lot more about us. Why are we here? And babe, I'm going to answer for me, and you can answer for you. We're here because we both love to teach. Professional speaker, trainer, consultant for over 30 years now. Christy was a hospital educator. We love to teach. We love to share. We're here for our families, our friends, so they can keep up with us while we're on the road. Her mom and dad. Mm-hmm. I know her mom's going to be watching this video and everything, keeping up with what we're doing. Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad. Hi, Jason, Caitlin, Lachlan, Beckham, Decker. So we do it for our friends and family. We do it for our Grand Design family. We have a Grand Design Momentum $3.99 toy hauler. We post a lot of things on the Grand Design owner page, on the $3.99 page, on the Momentum pages about what we do here. So we do it for folks like that. We do it for our Fantasy RV travel tour team that we work with. Christy and I are ambassadors as well as on the sales team for Fantasy RV. And you're going to be hearing a lot about that in the future as well, particularly when we go to rallies as a sales opportunity or we're on the road tail gunning or leading a tour. Mm-hmm. We've got some of those coming up next year that we're really excited about. Mm-hmm. One coming up this year that we're excited about as well. So that's kind of why we do it, is because we like to teach. We like to share. Right. I mean, why would you... Why are you here?
I really think we want to be real. We've been doing this for a couple of years, and there's so much to learn and so much to experience, and there's people who we continue to learn from, and we want to be available to help others as they start out on this journey or as they experience different changes throughout the seasons of their travels. We tend to do things very realistically. We're going to be very authentic,
practical
about who we are. I wish we could tell you we had it all figured out and we're experts at this, but we're in work in progress also. So we're excited to share this with people with the hopes they'll get some helpful information out of it, and also be a resource for you if you have any questions, if you need any assistance as you're getting started, or want to do things a little differently. We want to be available to you for questions.
Yeah. And that just reminded me, part of the reason why I do this, and I think we do this, is when we first got started, so many people helped us.
Exactly.
And I mean, how do you do this? Go to YouTube. How do you do this? Changing lanes. How do you do this? Keep your daydream. How do you do this? On and on and on and on and on. And so we feel like it's an opportunity to give back. Quick little commercial here, if you will. If you have any questions for us, every week from here on, we're going to be doing a question of the week from our listeners, people that are following us. So go to our Facebook page, our YouTube channel, and let us know what you might want to see a video on or what you might want to see us answer. We're going to be doing this weekly show, but we're also going to be doing a lot of little short videos about the rig, about traveling, about software, about all different kinds of things. So if you have any questions, let us know.
And because I'm a marriage counselor,
Yes.
I might throw in a thing or two about how to keep your marriage
About
sane
marriage on the road.
With 430 square feet.
How do you live in 430 square feet?
And also because I'm a nurse, I think there's a real important need for how to stay healthy and safe on the road.
There you
I
go.
know this morning I sound a little nasally or something and I'm fighting a cough, but I think one of the things that's important is that you make your health a priority.
Yeah. Now, so we're going to be talking about a lot of things, and why should you care? All right. All of those things we just talked about, if your friends or family or fantasy RV or Grand Design, forgot our rally families.
Oh,
All right.
definitely.
Well, we're
Oh,
going
my
to the Grand
goodness.
Design National Rally where we are presenting 3 different programs twice, and we're doing 2 different programs for Fantasy RV. So we'll be doing a lot of speaking at Grand Design National Rally, plus our rally family from the Texas Grand Design Texas Fall Rally, which we're the wagon masters of that rally. So
And the Washington rally. I'm
and the
really
Washington rally
looking
we're going
forward
to as
that.
well. Sally, can't wait to see you soon. So those are all the different families we have, but we're gonna break this down into those 4 categories. How do we live in this RV? All right. If you'd asked us 6 years ago, could we live in an RV full time? Our answer would have been, what's an
What?
RV? Because we didn't even have an RV. We bought our first RV, a Keystone Outlook
Outback.
Keystone Outback, 33 footer bumper pull on Valentine's Day of 2019. And then we went full time in June of 2020. And we bought the 399 in December of 2019. So we didn't know anything about it. We're going to talk about lifestyle a lot. How do you live in this space? We're going to talk about all different kinds of things around the rig. We're going to be doing videos inside and outside. So if you have questions about it, we're going to talk a lot about how do you go full time. One of the programs we're going to be doing at National is 5 steps to going full time in an RV. And we're going to walk people through the process that we went through. So we're going to talk about living in an RV. And what are you excited about teaching people about? What are you going to say about living in an RV?
Well, the transition, I think, is one of the things that can be most helpful because we went from a 3,000 square foot home with all of the
Lots of
community
stuff.
around it and lots of stuff. And we had to transition into a smaller space,
Smaller.
much smaller space. And it really helped us to determine, how we could do this. There were some mistakes that we made early on in trying to make our home on wheels like our sticks and bricks. Our wheels on steel are not going to be comparable to our sticks and bricks. So we learned a lot making that transition. I think that's one of the first things I'm going to share about going full time.
Yeah, so we're going to talk about living. We're going to talk about traveling. I mean, on this trip, we are going some amazing places.
Exactly.
We'll teach you. Matter of fact, one of the programs we're doing at the Grand Design National Rally is RV trip planning. We'll be doing webinars and things like that on how do we use the tools that we use. How do we use artificial intelligence, AI? The 3rd program that we're doing at Grand Design National Rally is using AI as a travel tool. So we're going to talk about the travels that we go through. We're going to talk about, the days, how we go, everything we can think about that we can help you with from traveling. We're going to talk about, and then work. All right, we both still work. People ask me all the time, "Are you retired?" And I go, "Nope, I'm not retired. Christy's not retired." Babe, I think working actually keeps our lifestyle full and rich.
Yes, and there's a lot of opportunities. There's some planning that has to be done. I am not the expert, even though I work online on different online. I don't even know what to call them. Technologies.
Platforms.
Exactly. But I do know that one of the considerations we have when we go to a park or go to a certain place is the availability of the internet. And so there are some tips and tricks that we'd like to share with people. because of the kind of work that I do, we have to have a secure space in the RV that's dedicated. So our toy hauler portion does not carry toys, it carries an office.
Yep. And again, from a work standpoint, we also are now, as I said, ambassadors for Fantasy RV Tours. And we've added that to our list of things that we do. And part of that is included in being on their sales team and going to rallies and things like that where we sell tours. And then also being either tail gunners or wagon masters on tours where we take people around the country and show them amazing things. We'll talk a lot about that. So we're still busy working. All my peers are asking me, when are you going to retire? I go, from what to what? I don't consider what I do work. I love what I do. I love my clients. I love the opportunities that I have. And like I said, I think it keeps our life rich and full. It's nice. We have to plan for it all the time, but I like doing it. And I know you do too.
Right.
And I want to keep working.
Yeah. I think it's one of those things that when you work on the road, there are some considerations that you have to do. But it does give you structure, but it's one of those things that you have to work around. And we've come up with some ways. And also, one of the things you've been wonderful about is being accepting of the fact that sometimes we have to modify not just our work schedules, but we have to modify our fun schedules so that we can honor our commitments.
And so the last category is play. And you will find that we are a combination of planning things to do as well as waking up one morning and going, let's go do this. And so we're going to take you on those. We're going to shoot lots of video. We'll do tons and tons of Facebook Lives back to our YouTube channel, back to our Facebook group. By the way, the Facebook group is Joy Hauling with Team Jacobus. And the YouTube channel is the same, Joy Hauling with Team Jacobus. On Instagram, it's Joy Hauling 399. And on TikTok,
I didn't even know that.
On TikTok, it's just Jim Jacobus right now. We'll have to start a channel there too. So we'll be taking you all the places that we go. And we were just talking last night about what do we want to do when we get to Yellowstone, because we've been there before. But yet, you could go to Yellowstone 10 times and never run out of things to do.
Right. And in the area, there's a lot of things to explore. So it's not just the destination, it's all the things around it. And y'all, we say this all the time. America is beautiful. We have just come up from Texas, our own beautiful home state, gone through Oklahoma and Kansas, and now we're in Nebraska. And there is a natural beauty to our country that we really feel blessed to see. The American people, we hear a lot about the divisive nature of our country, but the American people are just such good people. And the final thing we always say is there will never be enough time.
Yep.
The more we see, the more we realize. Even though, like you said, we've been to Yellowstone, we still want to explore more of the Grand Tetons. We want to see more in Jackson Hole, Wyoming, and see Montana and Idaho. So we want you to feel a desire or feel like whatever it is that you want to do, whatever adventures you want to seek, that you get encouraged by the fact that even two knuckleheads like us can do it.
For sure. If we can do it, anybody can do it. So a couple of things again. One, if you're watching this video, please like and subscribe, share it with other people, help us grow our YouTube channel, go to our Facebook group and join it, Joy Hauling with Team Jacobus. Subscribe to us on Instagram, wherever you like these things, our podcast as well. You can subscribe to it, but share it with other people. Ask us questions. Let us know what we can do. What kind of videos do you want to see? What do you want to learn more about? Living, traveling, working, playing. Let us know how we can help. But like Christy said, no matter where you go, it's beautiful. No matter where you go, people are amazing, and there's never going to be enough time. So see as many places as you can, meet as many people as you can, and do it now. So we'll catch you next week on Joy Hauling with Team Jacobus. I love you, sweetie. Bye, gang.
You too. Bye for now.